what's up? How are you?
How's it going? You doing alright?
Yeah, fuck you. CEO of Antifa here. Guess who's got 3 thumbs and just solved racism? That's right, this guy. Yeah, one of the thumbs is my dick. It's very small. But yeah, anyways, you can't say the N-word and be white anymore. Not to worry, gamers. You can still say the N-word as a white person. You just gotta do really convincing blackface. I'd totally give an example for y'all, because I'm like transracial anyways, so like really I don't even need to do the blackface. But yeah, I don't want to be giving a bad example for the children in case some alt-right troll takes this out of context, because I'm no Rachel Dolezal. I know I don't really pass that well, you know, They'll just be having a field day with it, you know, CEO of Antifa on camera saying the N-word, and I don't want to be explaining my identity to all these troglodytes, and you know, they probably don't even listen to Drake, so they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, obviously, but, you know, I just can't risk it. And these fucking snowflakes at the hardware store, I mean, they won't even sell me, like, tractor enamel anymore. I'm on, like, a no-fly list, but for, like, aerosol paint. Because, yeah, I was going around town, and like any, like, major, like, establishment, politician, like, propaganda, like, signs, or, like, flags, or whatever, you know, like for either party, you know. A lot of people don't realize this. Leftists do not support the Democratic Party. If you support the Democratic Party, you're not a leftist. Don't label yourself a leftist. I'll fucking kill you. But yeah, I was going around and I was like drawing penises on all the flags and signs and stuff for like Biden or Trump or whatever, and that's not a good idea. You should not go do that IRL. But yeah, like, your blackface has got to be, like, really good, like, super convincing, because you don't want people thinking that, like, a white person is going around saying the N-word, because they may misconstrue that as racist, and, like, we don't use racial slurs to be racist, guys. They're just fun to say. It's about freedom of speech. And that's really what we're about here at Antifa, is freedom of speech. It's not, we don't support the racists that use the N-word or just anything like that, you know. And just to clarify, a few things that you can do that make you a racist, whether or not you mean it to make you a racist, just makes you a racist, and you need to fucking stop. Going to church, attending a private university, holding down a job. Now marching in the streets with you and all your buddies, like holding like a flag with like a swastika on it or something like that. You know, we've had a lot of negative PR in the past for having any kind of response to that whatsoever. So I'm gonna go ahead and totally condone marching in the streets with swastika flags and reciting Nazi propaganda word for word. Maybe, you know, getting esoteric with it even, like Francisco Faso or whatever the fuck his name was. Yeah, that's cool, you know. Make him your profile picture, and then go and just cyberbully some liberals, you know. Just really try to get people to kill themselves for all I mean, that's your freedom of speech. You're allowed to, you know. That's part of politics. That's part of the game. And, you know, I wouldn't be the CEO of Antifa if I wasn't down to clown with all kinds of political shit. So yeah, guys, just remember, don't be going around punching Nazis, you know. That makes you a Nazi. And the only thing worse than a Nazi is a Nazi. So y'all just remember, real leftism is about compromising. It's about completely bending over backwards at the will of those that oppose you and would destroy everything that you hold near and dear to your heart if they could at a moment's notice. No hesitation, not a single shred of human empathy for you as like another creature on this planet. You need to appease those people, otherwise you're a fucking you're a phony, you're a fake leftist. You need to just literally break your spine in half, bending over backwards for the GOP, for just any racist guy in the streets. You know, really, I mean, can we really be anti-racism if we are anti-fascist? And I mean, now that I'm on that, you know, the whole anti-fascist, you know, fascists, that's an identity, y'all. That's I'm just trying to be inclusive here, trying to branch out, trying to network with get as many people involved in Antifa as we can. So realistically, we should let Nazis, you know, in our organization, and you know, make whatever changes we need to accommodate them and their identities and their needs, because Nazis are people too. That's just really, we gotta remember that, you know? So y'all just keep in mind, being a leftist is only completely and solely about compromising. You need to bend over backwards and break your spine in half for those that oppose you, those that fundamentally disagree with you, that you are diametrically opposed to, that would actively assault people in the streets for you know, existing in a way that they don't appreciate. So we can't really, you know, just go around and confronting Nazis or fascists without being exactly the same as what they're doing. You know, fascism and nationalism. Oh, wait a second. What the fuck? You're not actually the CEO of Antifa at all. That's right, libtards. I'm not actually a leftist at all. I'm actually a parody strawman of the conservative understanding of leftist discourse, aka a Twitter user. No, oh my god, I already wore blackface in public and said the N-word to a bunch of people. Dang it. Meowth, that's right. Also, as this character is more of a crypto fascist than like a parody of whatever the fuck I said before. I don't know what I'm doing. Also, there was no character. Everything in this video is true and in accordance with what I believe. Shut the fuck up, haters. It's an artsy, allegorical story about mental illness. There's a 15-part series coming up, 2022, baby. That's the year. I'm blinking with the wrong eye, and also I looked away from the camera.